Alrighty folks, we're getting ready to pull the guard hairs and the quills out of a porcupine here. It's a pretty simple operation. It's kind of a pain in the keister, but we'll show you how we do it, and if you guys enjoy it, you can do it yourself. The guard hairs, you just grab them and they pull right out like that. And you got to put them in a container like we got here, the coffee can, and they just pull out. When you get done pulling the guard hairs, that's when you start with the quills. And this is a pretty big porcupine.
What are them guard hairs generally used for, Bradley?
They're used for making roaches and traditional Native American headdresses. That's what I've seen them used for the most. I imagine you could probably braid them together and have kind of a neat pattern with them. But most of the time they're used in Native American, the head dress thing they wear when they're doing traditional powwow dancing. And you just grab them and pull them out. I've tried to do this on living porcupine. It kind of sucks. They stab the heck out of you. So usually you have to kill the thing. And they are hard on livestock and dogs. And I've seen a cow with porcupine quills covering its whole face because it stuck its nose down there and the porcupine whacked it. So they are kind of a nuisance animal. So we don't feel too bad about taking them out of the ecosystem. There's more than enough of them. You just grab them and they pull right out pretty easy. The quills are a little different story. They're a little harder to get. But we'll show you guys how to do that here in a minute.
Okay, I'm going to jump in and help Bradley here, and then we'll get back to pulling some quills.
Alrighty folks. We're going to pull the quills out of this porcupine. You've probably seen people try to use a hat or a rag or some styrofoam to get the quills out, or just grab them and pull them. That stuff isn't very good. If you use this technique with a knife and scrape them out, it works a lot better and you don't have near the hassle with it. So you just kind of get the knife in there. You see where I got it grabbed right there? And you just start. See how it's starting to get bald skin under it? And you just grab them with the knife and it pulls the hair and everything out. And you get all the quills without no hurting, no pain. And it just grabs them and they come right the heck out. And you get them down to bare skin. You see how you kind of just rake them on out and they fall into the bucket down there. And you just keep going with it. Real simple, real easy. You don't hurt your fingers, you don't get quills stuck in you. If you try it most of the other ways, you end up getting quills stuck in your fingers and it sucks. But this way here, you don't get quills stuck in you at all. Just use a knife and get to the base of the quill. You look right here, I'm at the base of the quills right there. And you kind of push down with some pressure and then you just jerk it towards you. And they come right out.
It takes us, what, about 15 minutes to do
a porcupine? Yeah, about 15 to half an hour, depending on how ambitious you are. Right now we're kind of doing it slow, showing you guys the video, but we could do it quicker if we needed to. And when they kind of pile up at the edge of the hair, you just kind of rake them back out. See how I started that right there? How it just, you get the knife in there and start just kind of twisting it, then you could just jerk the quills out of it. It's pretty easy. I can start about anywhere on this porcupine and use this same technique, and it'll pull the quills out, no problem. See how they kind of built up? You just rake them out. Let them fall into the bucket or tote, whatever you want to call them. Alright, folks that are watching this video here, we're not cutting the quills from the skin. We're grabbing just a little bit of pressure and it'll pull them out. Like if a predator tried to grab the animal, the quills are designed to pull out. So you just give them just a little bit of friction and they pull right off. You see how you still got the follicle of the quill. We ain't cutting them off. They're pulling out like they would if a coyote or a wolf or something grabbed it. And they just barely put some pressure into it, but they just pull right out real easy. You gotta get close to the skin there, and they just come out like you're seeing here. If you guys have questions or comments or anything like that, or if you want to, and we'll get you whatever you need. If you have any other questions about pretty much anything, we're the jack of all trades, master of most not, or master of none, but we can help you guys if you have any questions about anything. See how they're just pulling out real nice, and they ain't getting cut. I want to make one more swipe here. You see how that one pulled out the last? See how it's got the follicle still with it. That's what you want. You don't want cut porcupine quills. If somebody's wanting to buy them from you, they want a whole quill that ain't broken. See how that, oh, dropped it. There's another one. See how it ain't broken? That's what people are after. They don't want a broken porcupine quill. They want whole quills. And you just, that simple. Just rake them out with a knife. We've tried combs and stuff like that. That didn't work very well. This knife technique was about the best we've found so far. If you guys got a better idea, let us know.
And we tried the old-fashioned way, just grab and pull, and
that sucks. We tried towel, whacking with a towel or whacking with styrofoam. That sucks because it breaks a lot of them. This way here, they're not getting broke as they're coming out. They're pulling out more natural, so you don't break them as much. They just come out real easy.
And nailing them to a board is better than hanging them.
Oh yeah, nail them to a board so they stay still. That is a key point. If you just let them hang and swing or try to do this on the ground, they're moving all over and it is pretty hard to do. But we got nails in and the porcupine stays still and you're able to work him real well this way.
He ain't swinging and biting you.
Oh yeah. Getting stuck with a porcupine quill does suck. But this way here, you don't hardly ever get stuck. We've watched other videos on trying to figure this out, and they're always going ow because they get stuck with porcupine quills. I haven't got stuck but maybe twice.
And it's gonna happen.
Oh yeah, it does. Like these ones up here, when I'm doing what I'm doing, if I move my hand too far up, I will get stuck by them. So you just gotta be careful and slow about it. You see how they're just falling out of the porcupine right here. Look into the bucket how much we have in there. And it's just easy.
Okay, we'll check back with Bradley here and again in about 5 minutes.
Might have him done by then. Alrighty, all you people out there watching this video, the quills and the hair that are worth the most are on the middle of the back, down to the base of the neck. If you go much past that, they get too small and the quills aren't worth as much. And the hair is a lot shorter around all that. So we already pulled the hair off. There's the can over there. That's pretty simple to get the quills out. We've already showed you this a bunch. It's just little strokes right at the edge of the hairline, and it don't usually break the quills. It don't cut them. It's just pulling them out. You can see how they flew out right there when I did that. Let me see how I do it again. See how it shot some more right to the edge? And that's all it is, just a little knife stroke. You get it right at the skin line and you jerk. You see them flying out of there. That's all it is. It's just a little bit of work. And they just come out. Yep, and you get right to the neckline and you're pretty much done. If you want, you could eat them things, but I don't think they taste very well. But if you want to eat one, go ahead. You might like it, you might not, but that's the way to get all the quills and hair off of a quill pig. Or porcupine, as most people call them. And you might make a little extra money doing it. You guys all have a good time.